on my way to Woburn. A bit windy today. Come to look for some birds for once. Pulled up the car here because I've seen a couple of red kites. Obviously, as soon as I pulled up, they've all gone. You know how it is with birding. But today we've got the 50 to 200mm F2.8 from OM on the OM1 Mark II using the 1.4 teleconverter, giving me a supposed focal length of 560mm in full frame terms, that is, with a 2x crop. I'll stop here for about 2 more minutes. If nothing else comes back, then see one up there. They were landing on the things over here. So yeah, if I don't see anything else in the next couple of minutes, I'm just going to move on because I've actually come out looking for deer and birds. It was supposed to rain today, so I was hoping to use this lens without a teleconverter in the rain, f2.8, seeing how it stacks up against a full frame camera. One of the things I definitely don't like about this lens at the moment is the zoom ring. Obviously you can't disable it, but I'm constantly knocking the focal length down. We'll say at these kind of distances up against the trees, it's struggling against the trees here. As soon as it gets in clear sky, it picks it up immediately. But if there's any foliage in the background, I think I might have to change my focus point here to a small square box so that it tries to focus in that box. Yeah, when they get in front of trees and that, don't really pick up so well. But we are at quite a distance here. Maybe once they get closer I won't have to worry about that. Just getting them to come closer. Sitting on the other side of the field there. I'm shooting in SH2 because I don't need pre-capture. That's more for my insects. I'm definitely fast enough to catch birds doing what they do without pre-capture. I keep calling it pro-capture, but it's pre-capture. No, the other way around. Get confused. Why can't they just all call it the same thing? Once again, that's just knocked itself down again. Well, it's not knocked itself down. I'm touching this zoom ring, so I wasn't fully zoomed. Having the thing set from 3 meters to infinity is helping as well. Focus limiter. Now gone to 5.6. I'm a full stop down. Yeah, it definitely struggles against these backgrounds. As soon as it goes in front of a tree, it could be to do with the colour of the bird as well, to be honest. We've got one above us. I know. Just saw a shadow, like the last shadow in Avatar. Hope it doesn't come pick me up. Oh yeah, by the way, obviously this doesn't belong to this lens. This one I nicked off another lens just to protect the hood and to make it a little bit less prominent for the birds, to be honest. And this ring belonged to another lens, which was a Sigma 150 to 600. It's just a bit of they will just come up again. 4 of them. There must be a carcass down here or something. Look, there's loads. Nothing very large in the frame yet. We'll have a few shots to show you. You can get shots in front of the trees and that, but the success rate is a lot less as soon as it goes in front of a tree. Yeah, lost it almost immediately as it goes in front of that tree. Definitely the closest we've had yet. The thing that's hurting the most is this fence on my arm. It's digging underneath my arm, but as to holding this lens and camera combo, yeah, I mean, it's so easy. I literally can shoot with one hand. Not even struggling at all. I could shoot for a very long time with just one hand. I'm not going to because I don't want to give myself any kind of repetitive strain injury. I'd say so far this has to be probably one of the greatest lenses I've used. More for the fact that I really can use it close and far, and the weight and the size. What's yet to be seen is how detailed these shots will be. I have had a few insect shots, which I'll put up now. I will check this. Pretty sure I've got this set on 25 frames a second. I've not even used the full 50 frames a second yet. Again, because I don't think I need it. I'm going to put it on 50. Don't need 50. Just want to see what it's like. And is it going to take ages to write to the card? Yeah, biggest problem. Doesn't like these backgrounds. Likes it when it's in clear sky. As soon as you put a background behind it, changes everything. Come on, come down to the tree line. And if I put myself too much in the sun now so they can see me a little bit more. But if it's in clear sky, it picks up immediately, as long as it's close enough. And again, this is with the 1.4 teleconverter on. I will be taking that teleconverter off later because, like I said, today was actually supposed to be raining. I was going to take it out in the conditions today, go for it. Look at the deer. But got a little bit of sunshine today. I think I'm going to move on in a sec because they're not coming in the close up. I've at least got enough shots to show you guys. I will save, got to remember to save some of the out of focus shots to show you what it does on a tree line. But yeah, it's doing all right at the moment. Like I said, I think we've got a yellow hammer in flight as well. Here we are in Woburn Abbey. I'm going to take the teleconverter off now because cloud cover, bit denser trees in here. There is still a lot of sunlight, to be honest, but it would be nice if I could actually test this at 2.8. Let's leave it wide open now. So basically I've got a focal range in full frame terms now of 100 to 400 millimeters. But that's at 20 megapixels. I'm not going to be shooting things from far away because I'm not going to be cropping in a lot. Hopefully won't need to. These are deer, these are not insects, so I shouldn't be doing all the cropping I normally do. Let's go and see what we can find you. I'm going to try and give you guys a bit more POV stuff. I know you don't always like this because as I'm walking, it's shaky footage. So I'm not going to walk when I'm talking to you, but I'll walk around and show you stuff when I can. There's actually a couple of insects out today, but I'm not going to focus on the insects. I want to get some large mammals and some birds today. 100 to 400, F2.8. I'll be changing my shutter speed. At the moment it's at 2000. That's because when I'm shooting into this light, I need that. I've got ISO 200, so I'm going to put the ISO up to 400 to give myself a bit more leeway. Like catching a leaf flying. Missed it. Missed it. Doesn't seem so great shooting into the light. Need to get goal side of him. I'm a defender, that's how I shoot, goal side. Shoot, that's how I play. Is that a deer on the other side of that? Or is it just, there's quite a few deer there. So this one's going to walk up onto this mound right now. I forgot we're shooting at 50 frames a second. Let's change that because I really don't need that. This is deer gone. How's he managed to run away from me? Oh, there it is. That's better. Put it back onto 25 frames a second, because when I put it down to 16 frames a second, it actually was not very nice. Put the shutter on, and we all know how I don't like shutters. Don't get too close to this deer. Just to give you an idea, you can shoot from there. That's like halfway in, I think. Where are we? That's halfway in, and that's 200. To give you an idea of the focal ranges you can get. You can see how far we are from the actual picture as well. Okay, so I was a little bit wary because the sign as you come in said it's closed today. So I just asked the wardens and they said to me, it's not closed, but you're supposed to be staying to the footpaths. So I'm just going to find myself back onto the footpath that they've recommended, and then we'll start from there again. There has been, he's told me there's some albino squirrels if I look out for them. So see what we can get with that. That'd be lovely if I can get that. Definitely in the right place, because I see another photographer. I don't know if this is the squirrels he's looking for. We found the albino squirrels. Yep. We're just about to lay down on the ground. Get some shots. I'm going to move around here not to disturb this guy. I'm going to move behind this tree over here. See if I can get low down. Get some shots of this squirrel. Just want this white squirrel to come back. It's over there. Hoping it forgets where I am. Well, that was a turn up for the books. The squirrel just came right to me. Yeah, so I came here to do deer. Ended up finding the white squirrel. Got a few shots of that. What do I think of this lens? I've now shot it. Well, I shot it anyway for insects with the 1.4 teleconverter, with and without. I've found that long distance shots are not great, but that is long distance, and no lens is great once it's beyond its distance. Some can still give you great quality even when something's small in the frame. Finding when things are small in the frame, it tends to not like it, really not like it. If something's in front of a difficult background, it really doesn't like it as well. But red kites on a autumn background is not great for the camera to pick up. But I used to find my Nikon did pick that up. Canon did as well. It's just a different system. Great lens for its intended purpose though. The one thing I really hate about this lens is, maybe it's where it's situated, the zoom ring, because it's too easy to move. It's great to move once you want to move it all the time, but it's too easy to move when you don't want it to move. Oh, my squirrel's come back, I think. No, it's too far away. I can't put. Anyway, yeah. So I will say the 50 to 200 is a great lens when you're using it how it's supposed to be used for its intended purposes, when you can get something close enough to where you need to get it. Beyond that range, I'm not going to say it's iffy, but it's not the greatest lens out there. But for my insects in flight, I think I'm actually going to be getting rid of my 90mm, because I'm not going to have any need for it anymore. With this, all I'll have to back me up is hopefully if I can get it, is the macro ring, and also I'll have the 2x teleconverter and the 1.4 teleconverter. So I shouldn't have to need anything else. I will have a range of between 50 and 800mm with those three bits of equipment, and the ability to get really, really close to insects in flight. I have found that I can get it bigger in the frame than I thought I could. And because it's not a macro lens and I'm shooting it a longer distance, I am finding that I actually get the same kind of results as using a macro lens anyway. So I will have no need for the 90mm anymore. Great lens, but I'll just have no need for it. I'm not going to say it's the only lens I'll ever need, because you do need wider than a full frame equivalent of 100mm. But for everything else, it's going to be amazing. I'll maybe just get a small zoom lens that can go wide to medium wide, and then that's all I'll need. I won't need anything else. I'm holding the lens now just to talk to you. I've not had a strap all day. You can carry this around all day. If you're, not gonna say if you're strong enough, you don't need to be strong to hold this, but anyone could do this. People with disabilities and things will find this a lot easier than one of the full frame alternatives, but don't disillusion yourself into thinking that this is the same as using a full frame setup. The quality is not the same. I can get more detailed shots, not sharper shots. I can get more detailed shots with full frame setup if I'm shooting certain things. But for me to have a full frame setup and shoot birds, insects, whatever, this lens would have to be massive in order for me to get any shots like this. So yeah, 50 to 200, absolutely amazing for what it is, for what its intended purposes are. I'm going to leave it at that until do a bit more shooting with it. But from the limited shooting I've had at the moment, it's been brilliant.